What's up guys? And that's right, this is not GalacticGod. However, he was great enough to allow me to upload onto his channel for a guest upload. Now, I know most people get a guest upload, prattle on about themselves and try and convince you to come over and sign up or sub up, but I'm not going to do that because, I don't know, it's not really great for those who are just here for GalacticGod. So if you like what you hear or see, feel free to subscribe. There should be a link down below, and if not, well, hey, at least I'm only here once. So the deck I'm going to be showing off is my anti-meta deck for January 2014. It is my second hand denial based anti-meta. And what that means is you want to deny your opponent access to their second hand. The second hand was formerly known as the graveyard. I changed the name to more accurately represent what it's actually become. So with that all said, let's get into it. We have monsters first. I think there's 16 of these. And it is 3 stars of the show straight away. 3 Banisher of the Radiance. It makes sure every card that would otherwise go to the second hand gets banished instead. The downside is 600 attack is pitiful. It is most likely going to run over, so you've got to defend this guy. Now unfortunately I'm missing 2 cards I would otherwise run just because they're quite pricey and I'm a budget player. Those cards are the 2 safe zones. Yeah, nothing I can do about it guys, but they should be in here. I mean, this guy with safe zone on him, pretty good. Next up we have the 3 Trap Tricks Murmillo. It's a way to +1 in a deck that doesn't have many ways to +1. In fact, I'll bring us into the view a wee bit. Yeah, it doesn't have many ways to +1, so the fact that it's a +1 is good. Gets you more back row, gets you more hate, things in the deck. 1600's not that good, but since it does pull out a trap, it is pretty nice. So yeah, no complaints there. Then we have the... Nope, sorry, it's 2 DD Assailant supposed to be, and 2 DD Warlord. We do have a mix for a reason. 2 DD Warlord and 2 DD Assailant because we side Light and Prisoning Mirror. Because technically DD Warlord is better, and I prefer them all to Neospacie and Granbull because they can be set face down, which is really nice. So obviously if you summon Granbull, they know it's there, they're going to play around it, they're prepared for it. They set this, they could run into it, and the other reason why I like these cards is they deal with a lot of problems. Non-targeting, non-destruction removal. So you mat up with Crane in hand, Hare in graveyard, and Turtle in graveyard, still going to die. You know, fully loaded King Artorias, he's still going to die. Basically, I can't really think of an extra deck monster that will survive. Going to die. So yeah, pretty good. Actually, I may not be able to get these all onto screen sort of. Next up, we have 2 Breaker, the Magic Warrior. He baits back row like a champ. If his effect was freeze, an 8+1. And if not, he's still a 16/19 beater, which isn't bad. Keku, more setting hand hate, always really, really nice. Then we have Thunder King Ryo. It wouldn't be an anti-meta deck for him. 2 card D. Extra +1s, we don't mind giving up our summon, so yeah, it's all good. So push all these away, and of course we've got the spell cards next. We have Dimensional for sure. It's nowhere near as good as Macro or even Banisher. There's too many ways around about it to still load up your setting hand, but it still helps, so we still play it. Rota is filler for the safe zone, it targets your DDs. I don't really like it, I don't see the point. We want more traps, not more monsters. I keep this in just for one reason, and it helped me beat a Dragon Roller at a tournament recently. Well, not recently, it was quite a while now, but it was just funny. It looked dead bemused, so yeah, keep it in. Smashing Ground, Monster Hate. All monsters are all really small. This kind of deals with problems. I'm with Banisher on the field or a Macro up. It doesn't matter if they've got some sort. It doesn't matter if it's Stardust. It'll still basically die, and you know, if it's... I can't really think of anything else, but either way, it doesn't matter. It's good monster removal, and big defenders really bug this deck, so yeah, use it. Dark Hole, more hate. 2 lands, protect your monsters, beat over other monsters, which are quite small, so the 800 really helps, and like I said, it's protection as well, so it's really good. And 3 Duality, what a surprise, eh? I think we all seen this one coming. After all, it is an anti-meta deck. Not a single card in the deck special summons. There you go. So, it's pretty damn good. Next up, we have the traps. So we have 2 Metaphors, nothing really surprising there, 3 Fiendish Chain, 2 Dimensional Prison, 3 Trap Holes now. Once Excite on Night, I'm still not used to that name, becomes TCG, then one of these will become a Trap Tricks Trap Hole, or I'll just straight up add it in. But right now I kinda like Trap Holes, still pretty damn good. I just find it to be the most consistent of the Trap Holes, because every deck has a normal summon, but not everyone is guaranteed to special summon a monster 2000 attack or more, or guaranteed to special summon a monster that will activate effect as soon as it's special summoned. This just... I find it to be the most consistent of the lot. It's probably the weakest though, so it kind of pays up. But like I said, once Excite on Night comes out, you need a trap trick trap hole, and not Void, because he's got 19 and Void says 2000, which sucks. Bottomless, the best trap hole. Macro, I wish there was more of these. I mean, you just need it really to shut down that setting hand. Then you can Solemn Warning, Drench Tribute, and Compulsory Evacuation Device to round up the traps. So that's it for the traps, guys. Now, I don't really see the point in going over the extra deck, but I will. I'm sure somebody out there will ask for it. So we have 2 Fossil Diner. Basically, I think the next format is going to be more, setting hand based rather than spam based. There'll still be spam, but spam will be more secondary. So you side Fossil Diner, you switch it in when you need to. 3 Light Imprisoning Mirror. Now this only says when a light activates. Banisher doesn't activate, it's continuous. So this and this work together. You use this against Bujins, Constellars. You don't really need to side for Constellars, you usually beat them anyway. Light Swarms if they get the new support. Well, it's Light Imprisoning Mirror, light decks, you guys get the gist. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, kind of the same but opposite. You side this in for, dark based decks. And if you're going first, side in against Noble Knights as well. Because once they equip Midray, it becomes dark, so it's good to have that ready and good to go. Soul Drain, more hate because you can never have too much hate. Then we've got 3 MST and a Breaker. This is for Royal Decree and Imperial Iron Wall. I think people will still side Imperial Iron Wall. It's still got a lot of uses. And everyone wants to see every type of deck, they do put in Decree, let me tell you. So you want to have extra hate for that. Don't want to main it though, because they don't main those cards, and then these cards just kind of seem unnecessary, and they take up space. Extra hate, and 2 deck lockdown, because I am budget, and I can't get Mistake, but they should be Mistake. Again, Mistake quite good, Spellbook's still going to be quite popular, Bujins, basically any deck of Serges. So, yeah, it's good to have them. The extra deck is basically not really worth showing off, but I'm assuming some people want to see it. So we have Gem Knight Pearl, M7, Omega. You can go into them, it's just kind of rare. You really shouldn't use your extra deck in the slightest in this type of deck, but if you need to, it's there. Omega, Black Ship, Best Dweller, Cowboy, Maestroke, Pappy, Leviathan, Liveair, Engineer, Zenmains, and Acid Golem. Again, you shouldn't really need it, but it's there if you do. So anyway, I may as well talk a little bit about the deck, just for those who don't really know how to play decks like these. Now, I know a lot of people think, oh yeah, anti-meta, stun deck, blah 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 blah. They're just all about their traps. Now obviously we can easily flip this and say, well, your deck's just all about your effect monster. But they all think it's really easy to play and skillless and all that. But it's actually one of the most difficult decks to play, because you need to know a lot about the deck you're playing against, because as you just saw, this deck doesn't have a lot of ways to plus. So the real way you get advantage is by smart usage of your cards. Basically know when to play X card. So if you had, say, these 2 set and a certain scenario came up, you would need to know what to play at the right decision based on the deck you're taking on, because each one will be better against a different type of deck. So you need to know the deck you're taking on and when to play the card, because you might just fall behind, because like I said, you don't have easy ways to plus. So you really need to know other types of decks to make smart decisions with this deck. So I think it's quite hard to play, or it's quite hard to master. Easy to play, hard to master, because it's not combo based. So it's easy to play, hard to master. So yeah guys, that is everything. Big thanks goes out to GalacticGod for allowing me to come on his channel, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed. If not, well, like I said, I'm only here once. So with all that said, thanks for watching, and maybe I'll see you all next time.